What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pub Trivia Group podcast, game number 158, part one. Part one. This was a live game, so we got 6 rounds from the live game. We're going to do 3 of them for part one. Those rounds: list them, short answer chain, and common initials. To do this, we have 3 guests coming to us from Utah. We have Dylan, Eloise, and Ann. How are we doing?
Good.
We're doing really well. How you doing, Mom?
I'm doing great.
How you doing, Eloise?
Good.
We're all doing well. Thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, no, this is awesome. I love it when people write in asking. Well, you didn't ask to be on the show. You just wrote in saying hi, and I was like, hey, would you like to come on the show? I do that often, and people get a little intimidated, but I don't think there's anything intimidating about me personally. So I don't know. At the end, I might ask how it went for you, and maybe you can encourage some other people to agree to hop on this with me sometime.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. No, we're excited to do this.
Yeah, great to have you here. So let's get right into it again. The 3 rounds today: list them, short answer chain, and common initials. We're going to start off with list them. The way list them works is I have a list, and today's list will be top 5 states with the most golf courses. That's according to World Population Review 2026. So the list is top 5 states with the most golf courses. Your goal is to try to identify those top 5 states. To try to identify those top 5 states, you get to make 7 guesses in any order. Those of you scoring along at home, you'll be awarded 2 points for each correct answer. So trying to identify the top 5 states with the most golf courses. To identify those top 5 states, you get to make 7 guesses in any order. 2 points for each correct answer. So everyone playing along at home, this is the part where I tell you to hit pause. Hit pause. Talk it over with whoever you're with. When you're ready, hit play, because I am going to go over these answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, contestants, what'd you come up with?
All right. So we kind of started with the most populated states and felt like, the more people there are, the more golfers there could be. And so go ahead, Mom.
Florida.
Florida is correct.
Good. And Texas.
Texas is correct.
Let's see, what else?
California.
California is correct. You're 3 for 3.
Georgia. North
Georgia
Carolina?
is not on the list.
Oh,
Okay. So we said North Carolina potentially.
North Carolina was number 9, so you're close, but it doesn't count. Pat yourself on the back. Good guess.
what about Arizona?
Arizona also not on this list.
Okay. And I think the last one we did was New York, just kind of going back to most populated states.
Bingo. So you got 4 out of the 5. So let me go over those really quick. So in 10th place, it doesn't count, but my home state, Wisconsin, 498 golf courses. North Carolina in 9th place, 513 golf courses. Illinois in 8th place with 633. Pennsylvania in 7th place with 674. Ohio in 6th place with 757. Now, none of those count, but give yourself a pat on the back if you guessed one of those, because you were close, as you guys were with North Carolina. Here are the top 5. Now, number 5 you were missing. This one probably a little sneaky. One of the teams in the live game got it correct, but they happen to be from that state. Michigan. Michigan's in 5th place with 812. New York, you guessed, 4th place, 840. Texas in 3rd place with 856. California in 2nd place with 927. Florida in 1st place with 1,100. So 2 points each for each of these that you guessed: Michigan, New York, Texas, California, and Florida. So well done, guys. You got 8 points out of 10 possible. Well done.
I guess I never would have thought Michigan or really anywhere in the upper Midwest would have all sorts of golf courses. We were trying to think of temperate places that you could kind of play year round. In Michigan, I don't think you can, but so that was a surprising one for us.
Yeah, but I guess a lot of space, scenic place, still a lot of people. So yeah, I don't know. I was a little bit surprised by that too, but hey, that's kind of the nature of the round. Anyway, that was round number 1. List them. Coming up, we got round number 2. Short answer chain. All right, round number 2, short answer chain. This one contains 10 short answer items which partially connect to the items immediately preceding and or immediately following, hence the chain. Let's do this. Item number 1. Since 2022, this MLB team has been named after the 8 Art Deco statues that line the nearby Hope Memorial Bridge. Unrelated, but interesting, that Hope Memorial Bridge was renamed in 1983 to honor the family of Bob Hope, specifically his stonemason father, Harry, who was involved with building the bridge. I thought that was kind of cool. All right, number 2. Featuring songs like Hooked on a Feeling and Come and Get Your Love, the soundtrack for this 2014 film became the first soundtrack album without any original songs to reach number 1 on the Billboard 200, despite the fact that it had no original music. Okay, number 3. This 1999 Star Trek parody stars Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Alan Rickman. Name that 1999 Star Trek parody. Okay, number 4. Published by Workman, this popular educational brand is known for its flip cards designed to quiz kids on academic content associated with their grade level. Okay, number 5. These 2 characters who live in Acme Labs debuted in 1993 as recurring segments on Animaniacs before getting their own spin-off in 1995. Okay, number 6. According to the Times of India, this gesture likely originated with a Japanese tradition called yubikiri, which translates to finger cut off. In its early form, someone could literally lose a finger for violating the gesture. What is that gesture? Now, I will note that this gesture has multiple acceptable names, but only one fits the chain. So if you guess one of the other names, you'll get the point, but your chain might be thrown off a little bit. All right, number 7. This song first became a hit in 1993 with a version by John Michael Montgomery. In 1994, a cover by an R&B quartet spent 11 consecutive weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Name the song. Okay, number 8. This member of the Black Eyed Peas is the only coach on The Voice UK to appear in all 13 seasons, with a 14th on the way. Okay, number 9. This 2022 Oscar winner turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix to star instead in a 1999 steampunk western that holds a 16% on Rotten Tomatoes and won 5 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Picture and Worst Original Song. And then number 10, alive from 1934 to 2024, this is the only member of the Harry Potter cast to achieve the Triple Crown of Acting, winning an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony. Who is that Harry Potter cast member? All right, everybody, pause now if you'd like a little bit more time. I'm going to go over those again, but then we're going to see if our contestants have the answers. How are we feeling, contestants?
Feeling good, yeah.
Feeling good about this round?
Yeah, I feel like we got them all.
All right, let's see. All right, item number 1. Item number 1. Since 2022, this MLB team has been named after the 8 Art Deco statues that line the nearby Hope Memorial Bridge. Unrelated but interesting, that Hope Memorial Bridge was renamed in 1983 to honor the family of Bob Hope, specifically his stonemason father, Harry, who was involved with building the bridge. Kind of a cool fact there. Anyway, contestants, do we know the MLB team that we're talking about?
Yeah, I wouldn't, but I'm a big baseball fan, so I knew this one is the Cleveland Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians is correct. So we're starting our chain off with the Cleveland Guardians. Okay, number 2, featuring songs like Hooked on a Feeling and Come and Get Your Love. The soundtrack for this 2014 film became the first soundtrack without any original songs to reach number 1 on the Billboard 200. That again is despite the fact that it had no original music. What is that 2014 film?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is correct. Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, linking with Cleveland Guardians. All right, number 3, this 1999 Star Trek parody stars Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Alan Rickman.
That would be Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest is correct. Galaxy Quest linking, of course, with Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, number 4, published by Workman. This popular educational brand is known for it's known for its flip cards designed to quiz kids on academic content associated with their grade level. Do we know this one?
Yeah, this one took me back to my elementary school days, and we think it's Brain Quest.
Brain Quest is correct. So you had some?
No. My mom had 5 boys, and there weren't a lot of brains between. Oh, you're saying the games? Yes, we had some of the games. We didn't have any brains among us, though. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. Did you get the cards for Eloise, though? I mean, she seems like she has some brains.
we haven't. She was too advanced for them. She was reading Harry Potter by the time she was 7. So
Good on her. Good on her. I love it. All right. So yeah, Brain Quest, of course, connecting with Galaxy Quest. Okay. Number 5, these 2 characters who live in Acme Labs debuted in 1993 as recurring segments on Animaniacs before getting their own spinoff in 1995.
I think it's Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain is correct. Of course, linking to Brain Quest. All right, number 6. According to the Times of India, this gesture likely originated with a Japanese tradition called yubikiri, which translates to finger cut off. In its early form, someone could literally lose a finger for violating the gesture. Again, I'm going to note that this gesture has multiple acceptable names, as far as I'm concerned, but only one fits the chain. All right, what do we think it is?
So we had to use question 7 to figure it out because we were missing a letter or a word at first. So we think it's I Pinky Promise.
That's an acceptable answer. That is an acceptable answer. You're going to get the point. But for it to fit the chain, it needs to be Pinky Swear.
My daughter's looking at me saying that it should have been said swear instead of promise. Okay.
So yeah, Pinky Promise is an acceptable answer for the point. So you get that point. I'm interested, though, your answer for number 7. Let's move on to number 7. This song first became a hit in 1993 with a version by John Michael Montgomery. In 1994, a cover by an R&B quartet spent 11 consecutive weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Name the song.
So we said I swear. And we had connected I Pinky Promise with I swear. But
Oh.
yes.
Okay, that works. That works because yes, the answer is I swear. Well done. Well done. Yeah, like and during the live game, some people that wrote Pinky Promise, listed off several songs that had promise in the title, and that maybe threw them off for the rest of the chain. But I'm glad that you going with I Pinky Promise. I'm glad that I guess you connect the I, so that worked. That worked. I love it. Good job. All right, number 8. So you're 7 for 7 so far. Number 8, this member of the Black Eyed Peas is the only coach on The Voice UK to appear in all 13 seasons, with number 14 on the way.
Okay, would that be Will I Am?
It is Will I Am. Well done. Will I Am, connecting to I Swear. All right, number 9. This 2022 Oscar winner turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix to star instead in a 1999 steampunk western that holds a 16% on Rotten Tomatoes and won 5 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Picture and Worst Original Song.
Huh. I think that's Will Smith.
Will Smith is correct. Will Smith connecting to Will I Am, the 1999 steampunk western. That would be Wild Wild West.
Terrible.
I feel like as a 4th grader or 5th grader when that came out, I feel like at least the song I thought was good. I don't know. Probably doesn't hold up. Especially after reading that it won some Golden Raspberries. So yeah, Will Smith, the answer to number 9. Number 10, alive from 1934 to 2024. This is the only member of the Harry Potter cast to achieve the Triple Crown of acting, winning an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony. Do you know who that is?
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith is correct. So we went Cleveland Guardians, Guardians of the Galaxy, Galaxy Quest, Brain Quest, Pinky and the Brain, Pinky Swear, I Swear, Will I Am, Will Smith to Maggie Smith. And before we get going, I just want to give a quick shout out. MB4413, a big Cleveland Guardians fan who wrote in to confirm that 90% of Cleveland believes that Joe Buck hates their team. That was a poll we did. About half of the people said, yes, Joe Buck hates my team. I don't know. Does Joe Buck hate any of your teams?
Well, we only have the Utah Jazz, and I don't think he does any college stuff, so I don't think he hates any of us. So we skip his wrath, I guess.
All right, there you go. But you said baseball fan. Like, do you have a baseball team, like the Rockies or anything like that? Or
So I'm actually a Brewers fan because of my time in Wisconsin. So
okay, there you go. I would say I'm a Brewers fan too. I'm a very casual one. Packer fans would say that Joe Buck hates the Packers. I don't think he actually does. I don't think he actually does. But most Packer fans would say, yes, Joe Buck hates the Packers. And I'm guessing that would translate to Brewers.
probably so, yeah.
Anyway, you went 10 for 10 on that. You are 18 out of 20 possible points so far. We're going to keep things going. We got round number 3, common initials, coming right up. All right, round number 3, common initials. Eloise, we have your initials. Eloise, thank you so much for playing along with my game while you were on a long road trip with your dad to go watch your BYU Cougars. So for this one, I have 10 short answer items, each sharing your initials, Eloise, EC. So every one of these 10 items will have the initials EC. All right, let's do this. Item number 1, debuting in a 2005 novel, this fictional vegetarian was part of a love triangle that inspired fans to publicly declare their team. All right, number two. This commonly studied bacteria takes its name from a German pediatrician named Theodor. I should have done the pronunciation thing before hopping on the mic. Theodor, I'm going to say Escherich. That's what I'm going to say. Theodor Escherich. Sorry, Theodor. So number 2, this commonly studied bacteria takes its name from German pediatrician Theodor Escherich. Okay. Number 3. After the American Revolution, Anglicans in the newly independent United States reorganized into this denomination. I will note, if you are Canadian, in Canada, they still just go by Anglican. So Canadians might be really confused right now. Sorry, Canadians. Okay, number 4. First developed by a dentist from Buffalo in 1881, this device was originally promoted as a more humane alternative to earlier practices. Its use has since declined, and today it is authorized only as an option in Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, Mississippi, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee, the state that most recently used the device on February 20th, 2020. What am I talking about? Okay, number 5. This band is responsible for the 1995 hit that begins with the lyric, "I am still living with your ghost, lonely and dreaming of the West Coast." Name that band. All right, number 6. Number 6. Again, this would be one that I would maybe have a couple of acceptable answers for. Honestly, I was kind of squeezing this one in. Eloise, there's not a ton of really good trivia items sharing your initials, if I'm being honest. But that was okay. I was able to come up with 10. So squeezing this one in a little bit. Hopefully you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. Number 6 goes, so in the school district Sam works for, right? I'm a high school teacher. In the school district that Sam works for, this is not allowed to count towards a student's final grade. Educators are split on whether it should be permitted to count towards a student's grade, with a LinkedIn poll finding that 39% of teachers are in support and 34% are opposed. Others like me don't really care. What am I talking about? Number 7. A 2024 article in Psychology Today described this as, quote, not just a social signal, but a complex interaction vital for human connection, noting that it can synchronize neural activity to enhance communication and understanding. What am I talking about? All right, number 8. Sharing its name with the nickname for the home city of the defending Super Bowl champions, this fictional city serves as the destination in a 1900 novel. Okay, number 9. This country artist made his debut with the 2006 album Sinners Like Me. And then number 10. Before its name was simplified in 1993, this was the original name of a theme park that opened in 1982 based on a never realized concept for an experimental planned community. All right. Everybody pause now if you want more time. Pause now if you want more time. We're going to go over those again, and then we're going to see if our contestants have these answers. All right. Number 1, let's do this. Number 1, debuting in a 2005 novel, this fictional vegetarian was part of a love triangle that inspired fans to publicly declare their team. Contestants, do we know this one?
Yeah, so the vegetarian and people on his team would be for Team Edward Cullen.
Team Edward, yeah. Edward Cullen, the Robert Pattinson? Is it Pattinson or Patterson?
I think it's Pattinson.
Pattinson. Thank you for that. The guy in Twilight. That's now Batman. The guy in Twilight. That's now Batman. Team Edward. Edward Cullen, EC. All right, number 2. This commonly studied bacteria takes its name from a German pediatrician named Theodor. Again, I'm going to go with Estrich. You know this one. What's that?
E. coli.
E. coli is correct. And of course, you know the fancy way of saying E. coli? That works too. I'm just going to say E. coli. Number 3. After the American Revolution, Anglicans in the newly independent United States reorganized into this denomination. What is that?
The Episcopal Church.
Episcopal Church. That is correct. Well done. That was a common miss in the live game. That was probably one of the more common misses in the live game. You guys got it. That is awesome. Well done. Well done. All right, number 4. First developed by a dentist from Buffalo in 1881, this device was originally promoted as a more humane alternative to earlier practices. Its use has since declined, and today it is only authorized as an option in Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, Mississippi, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. Tennessee being the state that most recently used the device on February 20th, 2020. Do we know what I'm talking about?
I think so. So my friend in Texas worked for a newspaper in Huntsville where they used to do these, and he would have to witness them and actually write up the kind of story afterwards about it. So we believe it's the electric chair.
It is the electric chair. Well done. Well done. All right, number 5. Number 5. This band is responsible for the 1995 hit that begins with the lyric, I am still living with your ghost, lonely and dreaming of the West Coast.
It's by a band I really like, Everclear.
Everclear is correct. Well done. You are 5 for 5 again. Let's keep it going into number 6. In the school district Sam works for, this is not allowed to count towards a student's final grade. Educators are split on whether it should be permitted, with LinkedIn finding 39% in support and 34% opposed. The remainder being like me that just don't care one way or another. Do you know what I'm talking about?
So we were a little split on this one. I said extra credit, and Eloise said extracurriculars.
Yeah. So extra credit was what I was looking for, but extracurricular was something that I identified ahead of time as being, I'm going to accept that answer because you guys don't know the school district I work in. But extra credit, a lot of school districts stopped allowing extra credit, which I think is a bummer. I feel like I got a lot of extra credit back in the day. I enjoyed it. I don't know. Eloise, does your school allow extra credit?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So she has 101% in some of her classes, which is something I would never have. Yes. So
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That is awesome. Well done, Eloise. All right. You are 6 for 6. Let's keep it rolling. Number 7, a 2024 article in Psychology Today described this as, quote, not just a social signal, but a complex interaction vital for human connection, noting that it can synchronize neural activity to enhance communication and understanding. All right. Do we know this one?
I think that's eye contact.
Eye contact is correct. Well done. 7 for 7. Number 8, sharing its name with the nickname for the home city of the defending Super Bowl champions, this fictional city serves as the destination in a 1900 novel.
Is it Emerald City?
Emerald City from The Wizard of Oz is correct. Well done. Number 9, this country artist made his debut with the 2006 album Sinners Like Me.
So unfortunately, there's not a country fan among us, so we had no idea on that one.
That is all good. That is all good. I also don't know a lot about country music. I've at least heard this name. I couldn't tell you what he sings. Eric Church. I don't know. Do we know that name?
We've heard it before, but yeah, we couldn't tell you any of his songs either.
No. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. All right. So you are 8 for 9. Here's the 10th and final one. Before its name was simplified in 1993, this was the original name of a theme park that opened in 1982 based on a never realized concept for an experimental planned community.
Well, I've never been there, but I think that would be the Epcot Center.
Epcot Center is correct. Of course, if you're just like, it's Epcot something, it still counts. If you were playing the live game, I would have awarded you a point as long as you knew that it was Epcot. As long as you knew it was Epcot. EC, it made for a good round. It made for a good round. I think a good round to play. Hard round to write. Part of that because Part of that because I've used the initials EC as kind of a homage to the city that I went to college in. So here's a little extra credit. All right, little extra credit question. This does not count toward your score because I'm not allowed to count extra credit, as we already established. But extra credit. So me and my wife Sarah, we went to college in this mid-sized western Wisconsin city, named for a French phrase that translates to clear water.
So I think it's the University of Wisconsin. I don't know how to say it exactly, but Eau Claire.
Eau Claire. Yeah.
Eau Claire. Okay.
Yep. The University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. Go Blue Golds. Again, pat yourself on the back if you knew that one. If you're from the Midwest, you probably good chance you got it. If you're not from the Midwest, hopefully you know French. I don't know. I don't think it's a school that you guys hear about in Utah very often. So I don't know. Not much for sports there. Anyway, Dylan, Eloise, Anne, I thank you so much for playing. Everyone that's listening along, I thank you so much for playing along. Anyone that's up for playing live trivia with me, the next one, it's always on YouTube. The next one's going to be Friday, April 17th at 8 p.m. Central. You can find the invite on the Facebook page. If you're not a Facebook person, you can just email me, pubtriviagroup@gmail.com. I'll get you hooked up. Basically, what you do is you watch my YouTube stream. I'm live on YouTube. I'm streaming 6 rounds, about 10 minutes per round. And then you just message me your answers at the end of every round. I score them live. You know, it's a good time. It's a good time. We always have between 10 and 20 teams that come from wherever. It's a really good opportunity to get to kind of meet people that play along with the podcast. We've had some nice rivalries develop, and yeah, it's a good time. So anyone that's interested, again, my Facebook link is in the show notes. Otherwise, my email also in the show notes, pubtriviagroup@gmail.com. Anyway, my contestants, thank you so much for coming on. Any final words before you go?
No, just we had a lot of fun. So I'd recommend people go on your show and have fun with it, and go Cougars.
Yeah, go. I'll even say that. Go Cougars. We're not playing in one of the basketball brackets, are we?
We are not. Nope.
There we go. Go Cougars. Go Cougars. I know BYU got Wisconsin earlier, and you said you were at the game where BYU beat Wisconsin in football several years ago. You were at that game?
I was. Yep. We made my dad and I made a special trip out there, and it was a fun time at Camp Randall. We enjoyed the jump around and all that.
Great. I'm glad you had a good time. Hopefully everyone was nice to you. I'm sure they were. Wisconsin fans are usually nice to the away fans. So, well, awesome. Well, thank you all so much. It was great. It was great getting to play with you. Everyone out there, I'll see you for part 2. Until then, peace out and pod on, you nerds. See ya.